Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Alright, look. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and hit that notification bell. You understand me? Subscribe to my channel, join this Fisk unit army, and get Fisk unit tough. Okay? Shout out to Ochocinco. Ochocinco, you officially Fisk unit tough. You certified, bro. I appreciate you coming to defense of our rookie wide receiver. For those of y'all who don't know, my man Ochocinco, much like Steve Smith, breaks down wide receivers. And he came down in defense of my man Jalin Hyatt because he's tired of the crap. Let me pull the quote up. And I quote. This is from Ochocinco on Monday. Ochocinco says, "These questions are insulting and outright dumb. He's a receiver with the ability to run every route if you effing actually watched him play. Can someone get me the names of these so-called reporters who obviously didn't do their I don't say God name in vain, damn homework, please?" So, shout out to Ochocinco. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ochocinco for coming to defense of my man Jalin Hyatt and this route running fiasco. It's always something when the Giants take a rookie receiver. It's always something. I mean, my goodness, man. Like, we had the Odell Beckham situation where this dude just was injured all through camp. All through the offseason, Odell's injured. He don't even play. That's what made Odell's rookie season so impressive. Is that game versus the Falcons was what, like week 5? Week 4, week 5. Odell didn't even play like the first month of the season and still broke all those records. We had all that drama with Odell. Then we get Tony and his stupid cleat. The dang on Tony with the cleat, the wrong size cleat. And then we had he caught the Resident Evil virus, and it was a mess with Tony. And now we got this situation with Jalin Hyatt. I'm going to leave Wandale alone. Everybody called Wandale a midget until we got footage of him mossing people at freaking minicamp. We had the Wandale's too small. He's a midget. You know, it was always something with that. And then this year we got Jalin Hyatt, and he can't run routes. Everybody's talking about the Giants drafted a receiver who can't run routes. The Giants drafted a receiver who can't run routes. What a waste of a pick. Shut up. I just find it funny that the last receiver who we drafted, who they said couldn't run routes, was Darius Slayton. And he just got a second contract. Now, is Darius Slayton the greatest? Absolutely not. We know that. He's a nice guy, though. But the thing with Darius Slayton was, Darius Slayton said, bro, they asked me to run 3 routes at Auburn. That's it. That was my job. It was my job to run 3 routes. That was the offense. So it's not about what I can't do. It's about what I'm asked to do. And I feel the same way about Jalin Hyatt. We've been through this, bro. It's not about what you can't. It's not about what you can and can't do. It's about what do you do well. What do you do well? Did Moss ever run across the middle of the field? Some of y'all might be too young to remember this, but there were times where Moss would literally throw his arms up and let the ball go over his head if he saw a defender come his way. And he's in the Hall of Fame. Those of y'all 30 and up who remember Moss in his prime in Minnesota and in New England, y'all know good and well what I'm talking about. If Moss was running in the middle of the field and there was a safety or a linebacker anywhere near him, and for you youngsters watching this video right now, for all my under 30 people, you could hit people coming across the middle. About 15, 20 years ago, you could take a guy head off, so it's not the same. He didn't catch the ball. He wouldn't even attempt it. Moss wasn't going for it. Did anybody criticize him? No, he's in the Hall of Fame. You look at Tyreek Hill, his first couple years in the league, all he did was catch bubble screens and post routes and 9 routes. Hell, that's all he'd still do is catch bubble screens, post routes, and 9 routes. But he's Tyreek Hill, all-pro receiver. He does what he does, and he does it well. Deshaun Jackson, all he do is go deep. He does it well, though, right? That's all he do. But he does it well. It don't matter if he's in Washington, Philly, He had a couple games with the Rams where he was smoking people. Everywhere Deshaun Jackson go, people get burnt. That's what he does. We don't need Deshaun Jackson out here running 15-yard out routes and corner routes and all this other technical stuff. No, Deshaun, you're faster than everybody, run deep. So it's just this whole route running stuff. It just bothers me because I'm like, yo, if Jalin Hyatt, Dable said this, Brian Dable came out and said this, bro, he does what we want him to do for our offense. What he does well is what we want him to do in our offense. That's all you need to hear. What, like, all right, this is the best way I could sum it up to y'all, right? If you, how do I word this? Let's say you go and you get a car, right? You're going and you're buying a car, and the salesman is telling you a whole bunch of stuff. It can talk to you. It can park itself. It's got Bluetooth, super duper duper Bluetooth. It can connect to your laptop in your house from across the street. It's telling you a whole bunch of stuff that you don't care about. When you went to the dealership, you said, bro, I want the all black Lexus with the blood red interior, and just make sure it connects on my phone. I don't care if it parked itself. I don't care if it talked to me. I don't care if it got Chat GP in it. I don't need all that stuff. All I want is some rims, an all black car with a blood red interior, and connect to my phone. That's it. All that other stuff does not matter to me. So when I hear Brian Dable say the routes that he runs well is what we drafted him to do, that's all I need to hear. So if all Brian Dable wants this guy to do is run deep crossers, post routes, and go routes, why do we care if he can run a 10-yard out route? Why? Why do we care if he can run slants like Michael Thomas or DeAndre Hopkins? Why do we care? For what? For what? Is that what he's going to be asked to do? Is that what Brian Dable wanted him to do when he drafted him? Why do we care? I don't give a damn if the car park itself. I don't care if it know my name. That's not what I came here for. Stop selling me stuff that I don't want or that I didn't ask for. When I go to a restaurant and I say I want the prime rib, you know what I'm saying, with a little red in it, don't offer me a ribeye. Don't offer me a strip steak. I told you what I want. Give me what I want. You feel me? So Jalin Hyatt will be fine. He will be just fine. We have offensive masterminds cooking crack right now. They in the lab cooking up all kind of crack right now. Okay, they cutting it deep. We gonna knock some fiends off when they get a hit of this in September. It's gonna kill it. I'm telling you, they're cooking right now. So this speed, man, we got speed everywhere. Oh my gosh, yo, our offense is gonna be so explosive. I can't wait to see our offense in September. But anyway, shout out to Ochocinco, shout out to Dable, Shane, Kafka, everybody. Shout out to my boy Jalin Hyatt. You're gonna be a beast. Can't wait to see you play. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.